Okay, class, it's time for our favorite activity. No, it's show and tell time. Blossom, it's your turn.
Yes! Thank you, Miss Keene. Hello, class. As you already know, I'm Blossom, and I prepared a little presentation about myself. In this presentation, I will be covering who I am, things I like, and my special wish. I am the leader of a team of crime-fighting superheroes. My sisters, Bubbles, Buttercup, and I have committed ourselves to fighting the forces of evil right here in the city of Townsville. As you know, Townsville has its share of crime. As you can see here, the majority of our time is spent fighting crime. Moving on, I will now discuss things I like. I like using my superpowers, especially my ice breath. It's gotten me out of some jams, and it's gotten me into trouble. Regardless, my breath is always fresh. It's cool. Another superpower I like is flying. I like flying because it's good for the environment, it's easier than taking the bus, and it always sets me up for a dramatic entrance. Some other things I like are reading books and playing dress-up with my sisters. There's nothing like a good, relaxing game of dress-up after a long day of saving the world. Roar! Help us!
Fly, 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 fly. Pow, bye, 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 bye.
Lastly, I have one special wish. That wish is that all the good stuff we do will inspire the children of the world to follow our lead and feed the homeless, help a child from a third world country, and do all their homework. So, in summary, I'm Blossom, I fight crime, I have ice breath, and I like to play dress-up. Thank you! Oh, and I like pink!
Okay, class, now it's Bubbles' turn for show and tell. Bubbles?
Hello, my name is Bubbles, and I guess you knew that already because I am in your class. Well, okay, I have taken the time to draw a pretty short story about me. Duh! Once upon a time, I was a Powerpuff Girl, and Professor Utoni made us in his lab out of sugar and spice and everything nice. Some other things that are nice are ponies and flowers and fluffy clouds. Clouds are pretty too. I'm lucky because I can fly. And sometimes my sisters and I fly through the pretty clouds. And sometimes the clouds look like ponies and hearts and other pretty fluffy clouds. And
That's nice, Bubbles, but why don't you tell the class what it's like to save the world?
okay, so sometimes there's like really evil bad guys like Mojo Jojo. He's a monkey, but not like a happy fuzzy monkey in the zoo. He's kind of like an evil mad monkey with evil guns and giant robots to take over Townsville. So sometimes I have to kick him really hard in the head. But only when he's bad, because sometimes I like to play with him, because after all, he is a monkey. And we play jump rope and sing songs, and then I feel bad because I kicked him in the head. But then I remember, wait a minute, you are an evil monkey, and I kick him in the head again! So, that is how I help save the world with my sisters, the Powerpuff Girls. Thank you very much. Oh yeah, and then after my homework is done, I like to color. Sometimes I color red flowers and yellow flowers, and then I take my pictures to school and show them for show and tell. And at show and tell, I talk about coloring and ponies and clouds and
Thank you very much, Bubbles. That was a lot of information. That's a lot of sharing for one day. Thank you. Okay, who's next? Buttercup?
I'm Buttercup. I have green eyes, a green dress, and superpowers. Thank you very much. The end.
Buttercup.
All right. But before I say anything else, I'd like to remind everyone that show and tell is for sissies. And so is picking your nose. And eating it.
Children! How about you talk about something positive?
Yeah, I guess so. Roll the film. Sometimes on the weekends, I like to volunteer at Townsville Prison.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah, I like to stand outside the gate and hand out knuckle sandwiches to all the hungry inmates. It gives me a warm feeling like I'm making a difference in the community. I also enjoy hanging out with my sisters, even Bubbles. I also enjoy beating up Mojo Jojo and kicking Fuzzy Lumpkins and thrashing him and squashing the Amoeba Boys and gouging the Gangrene Gang and pummeling Princess and playing dodgeball. I don't like Mojo Jojo, Fuzzy Lumpkins, Big Blowfish Monster, Mojo's Robot Thingy, the Boogeyman, or the Big Octopus Monster.
Buttercup! Isn't there something else you'd like to share with us?
Oh yeah, what I really don't like is when people see us flying around the town and they say, "Hey look, there's the Powerpuff Girls! It's Powerpuff Girls! There's nothing powdery about us! So if any of you wanna..."
Buttercup, how about you share something happy with us?
Saving the world is cool and everyone should try to do it at least once a day. Or at least stay out of our way. Thank you very much. The end.